Hello my dear Taurus, this is your love and spirituality reading for the month of June 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We are soon entering into Gemini season, so happy birthday to all Gemini out there, and also happy birthday to you Taurus that still have your birthday coming up when I'm doing this reading. So I read for the signs in the order of most liked videos. You can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. And thank you all for liking, watching, commenting, donating and subscribing to my channel. I am so grateful for all of your appreciation. If you want to support my channel even more, you can watch the ad attached to this video. Click the ad or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. That is the way YouTube channels get paid, and you can continue watching all the lovely content for free. And there wouldn't be any YouTube if there were not people watching the videos. So thank you so much. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, Venus, whatever you want to use it for. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I used the Crystal Tarot with Elisabetta Trevisan. And I will start shuffling your cards. So my dear Taurus, there's a lot of seeds flying around out there right now. It's very beautiful actually. So when I open your deck here, I see 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands. So it seems like you are in a little bit rough situation where you really need to fight through different challenges, and you might even feel a little bit abandoned. Maybe by people or by the universe in some sense. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles, that's Taurus, together with the 7 of Wands. So it seems like you're a little bit on a warpath, but in a Taurus kind of way. So you're not doing it in any obvious kind of way. It's more like you're sick and tired of being bullied maybe. So this time you're not going to let the other prove you wrong, or you're not going to subordinate or go back to old ways of being, or admit yourself being defeated or whatever. You're going to keep on fighting, and it goes slow but steady. So it seems like you have success is coming. This is a successful road for you. It maybe just not as instantly rewarding as you hoped. So there's a lot of energy that you need to put into this, like fighting for this, showing that this is what you want. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here we can see death coming and meeting you here. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but it seems pretty serious. Both of you are riding white horses. One has the red garment, and here's the black. This is Taurus, this is Scorpio. Transformation. So you're headed towards some kind of very deep transformation, some big change. So call the 6 elements. And here we have the 9 of Cups. I waited for that card because it came for all the other signs up till now. I have only Gemini and Pisces left to do. So I wondered, so where are the 9 of Cups? There it is. So 9 of Cups shows some particular energy is going on right now in the world, where we are about to face our own needs, what it is that we want, our true dreams, and start to fulfill them, kind of step by step in your case. So you are heading towards your dream. It's just that it's not coming as easy as you hoped, and there's some kind of roadblock there with death, some kind of challenge, greater challenge that you need to go through. Maybe change your view on something, or your own approach on things, or the way you attract things into the world. 9 of Cups is also the law of attraction, or the wish card, but it's mostly the card mirroring your true needs. So it's already done, but I want my dear Taurus to have love in their lives and creative success, and walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So okay, so just tune in for a few seconds to you and the energy of June for you. I noticed I said that in 5 minutes and 5 seconds, and 5 is your number, it's your month, it's your number. You're connected to the High Priest, which is the library of human knowledge. So you have culture with you. It feels like you are a farmer, but a farmer, it's not the whole story, it's also the whole human culture, but maybe you are the living part of the culture. Okay, so this is your future there, and this is your now, and this is your past. And in the past we have the Ace of Cups, so kind of unconditional love, and the Three of Swords and the Hangman. So what did that help you? You came with this loving energy, and still you were tested, you were beaten to the ground, you were held captivated by maybe also society's opinions. So you're not only the representative of society, you're also kind of a little bit the victim to the society that we human have built. And we can see this society here on the Ace of Cups. So we love it, but it's also somewhat a burden and a challenge, the society we have built. And we have the Ace of Cups, and here we have the Page of Cups. So this is the one that kind of holds the Ace of Cups. And instead of Three of Swords, we have the Two of Swords there. And we have also the Star card. It's about healing. So instead of the Hangman, we have healing. Okay, so it seems like you're a little bit more on your own side now, like less on the maybe the whole tribe side, trying to make everyone happy. Here it seems like you are standing in front of a choice where you need to kind of make you happy and heal yourself first. So it's a natural order for human development, that when we are going through this personal growth period, we need to start to love and honor ourselves, to free ourselves from past burdens and pain. And I'm thinking that is what the Hangman and the Death card is all about for you, that you're going through some kind of transformation, where you need to leave maybe this more secure road. I'm picking up different seeds from my table. The secure road of being everything for everyone, and now finding more balance. And here we have also a card for balance, Six of Pentacles. So when the Six of Pentacles comes, we always need to see what we give, and also how we get things back. So sometimes we can be over giving, so over functioning is very typical for the Hierophant, to be a person that's over functioning, trying to be everything for everyone. But it can also be in a position where we are putting us on the top of the pyramid, and everyone should come with bearing gifts, like the tent, the tent of everything, the tent of everything, the tent lamb, or the tent carrot to the church, which was custom in the olden days. And here we have the Empress, which is your other card, also High Priestess, Empress, 2, 3, and 21. 21 is also connected to the Empress. 2 plus 1, 3. We also have the Hangman, 12, 1 plus 2, 3. So it's very much the feminine aspect that we're working on here. So I'm thinking dignifying the feminine aspect. That means your body, your emotions, the limitation of your body, and also the limitation of how much you can take of different things. So there needs to be more harmony, less of a draft horse kind of experience, and more of a harmonious Pegasus kind of experience. Okay. So they're so beautiful, these. I think it's done, oh, they're so small also. Dandelion seeds everywhere. It's like snow. Okay, so your past here. And we have the Chariot. So that's Sagittarius and Cancer. So we need to have both our side working for us. The nice side that wants to be everything for everyone. And also the more selfish side that has a goal and plan with their life, not only to serve, but also to be the pioneer, searching new ground, finding things that, and it's your longing and your needs that carries you into these new areas. This other energy is keeping you as a person with many gifts, that you have a lot of gifts, a lot of things to give also to other people, but So that's the Cancer energy, but then the Sagittarius energy takes you into new areas. So these two energies needs to be in balance for your show to be able to move on. So for example, if you give everything to your family, you don't have time for your career, and vice versa. And here we have the Seven of Wands. So it seems to be a little bit of a struggle for you, but I'm thinking this is a positive energy. It shows that you are taking the fight. You are really mastering your life. You are jumping on every obstacle, jumping over it, solving problems, finding solutions, not giving up. So far so good. Even if your life isn't being brought to you on a silver platter, you don't whine. You work with it. You take the resources you have and you do the best of it. But with the Eight of Cups, you feel exhausted. Okay, you feel drained. So you have worked very hard, but probably got maybe very little to back from this. So there's a little bit energy deficiency here. And if everyone was, working this hard, I think life would be wonderful. I don't mean working this hard at the work, but with trying to improve relationship, help their neighbors, help their friends. We would live in abundance, but maybe you feel a little bit alone with being the one helping everyone everywhere, and therefore you have kind of burned your candle in both ends, and we have an Eight of Cups here. So that means that you have exhausted your resources, and now you need to reconsider which areas you have a certain amount of energy, which areas should you feed with your energy, and which areas can't have more of your energy just right now. And here we have an Ace of Pentacles. So it seems like you made a certain choice, and it seems like it was a very healthy one. It was a new beginning of some sort, where you started to put effort where effort needed to be, where effort belonged. I feel like you put effort into your life path, into the reason to why you came, and the seed, like the mission that you had. It feels very positive. It's just a seed, so it's not a ready success, but it's a first step into something, and something that you love to do. Okay, so I'm also seeing this with some love relationship. It might be that someone has acted very selfish in a love relationship, but it was because they were maybe physiologically and psychologically exhausted, and they needed a new ignition, they needed a new beginning. Some of you might have started a new relationship with the Ace of Chalices and Ace of Pentacles. Other ones of you have kind of changed the course of direction to something that you love to do, because the thing you did before exhausted you and you couldn't continue like that. I think you did continue as far as you did out of a sense of responsibility, but now the road that you are going to take for the future needs to be filled with joy. Okay, less responsibility, more joy. And so that needs to be your focus, and it seems like you have get it, like you understand this with the Ace of Coins there and the Lovers. So you still want to be probably everything for everyone, but you have been forced to become more selfish, and this is how the divine has guided you to change course of direction a little bit. It's also so other people can grow. If they are all dependent on you, they won't grow. So if you take all the challenges, you will come out as a super buff superhero, and everyone else will be not be strong enough even to stand on their own two legs. So here we have a Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords can be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius person in your life. With the Chariot on a top there, I want to take a look what's going on, because it's a little bit of a warrior energy. It's a lot of seeds coming in here. Maybe I will be forced to close my window. But it's good. It's all this Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups as well. All these small seeds. Okay, so time. The Chariot and the Knight of Swords isn't really known for patience, okay? And this is a card of patience. So I'm thinking there's some kind of tension between rushing and patience. Maybe you want things to happen real quickly, or people have demands on you to do things real quickly, and you need to align yourself with more the orders of time. I think I will actually read this oracle card for you. If that will be helpful, maybe you can understand what this means for you in your life. Okay. Time is a figure 8. 8 of Cups there. At its center, the city of Deja Vu. Here. Okay. The things you love. Time, the ultimate thief, gradually takes from us and never gives back. So that thing you wanted to do, that love you wanted to experience, or that career you wanted to have, is not waiting for you. A hooded priestess holds out her hand, offering us a lifetime in the form of an hourglass. Its shape suggests a cyclical nature, that we might simply rotate and start afresh. In smaller issues, that may be true, and indeed we often sense repetition. But in the larger sense, the hourglass is simply an illusion. In truth, such perceived patterns are merely detours along one's journey. Here we see that the golden sand does not merely fall to be relocated, but escapes, and eventually the glass will be empty. Time is a commodity that is never really ours, but merely something we have as use of for a given period. The only way to ensure the balance in our favor is for us to use our allotted time fully before it's taken from us. Live every day, hour and minute to its fullest. So I'm hearing also the song, What Are You Waiting For? So I see you fighting very hard here and actually rushing a little bit. And maybe finally you have got it, you know, finally you put one foot in front of the other, and now you also feel the sense of urgency. But this sense of urgency might have been something that the divine have felt for your whole life, and it was maybe first now that you really started to do something about this, what was so urgent. It's like in the 11th hour. What are you waiting for, Taurus? So, writing up this title for this song, and I will put it in the description box for you. Okay, so you're in a hurry somewhere, and we have 7, 7, and Knight of Swords. So this is almost like a troop of soldiers. But these troop of soldiers are sick and tired and hungry, and not in the best shape, and they also long for something at home. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but we'll see soon. 10 of Swords, lovely. I'm going to take another oracle card to see what that is about. Okay, so I'm thinking the divine has been able to persuade you into doing something that you love to do, and it's in the 11th hour. But here we have this card, and I'm thinking it might be the reason to why you have procrastinated as far as you did, because you wanted to feel worthy, you wanted to feel celebrated, you wanted to feel center of attention. You didn't want to fail. You didn't want to lose your face. So what's going on here with this? It's like Marie Antoinette or someone having a narcissistic little breakdown here. But it's not saying that it's something wrong with you, Taurus. It's just saying that it has been very important for you how you present yourself to the world. And that might have been what has prevented you from doing anything, and also what's now preventing you from enjoying this journey step by step, because maybe you want success now, maybe you want it like now, because you need this everyone needs this. So it's not that it's something wrong with you. It's just that you are being tested in this particular area. Everyone wants to be celebrated. We don't want to become a car salesman and then turn out to be the worst one. Okay, so this was my life mission, to sell cars and not even being good at it. So thank you so much for me entering this dream of mine. But it's a challenge there, of course. With this, going to war, not being successful, losing the war. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but the thing I'm sure of is you being tested with your sense of self and where you get your... we feel supported from different areas. We might feel supported by other people's appreciation, our own conviction that something should be in a certain way, and other different things. And I think this is the part of you that's being challenged. Four of Swords. Okay, so I will see for those of you that's in a love situation what this is all about for you. So for those of you in a love situation, passion in the reversed and deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and it's not really fully passionate. So it might be that you're involved with someone that's all about me. They don't really love you. They want things from you, and they might have a little bit like narcissistic tendencies, all these cards here. Okay. And maybe you can't get love from a rock. Okay. Maybe you can't squeeze love out from that rock. And also, why are you seeking appreciation here in the first place? Why does this people or that person needs to love you? Okay, so this is higher altitude of knowing and spiritual growth. Not all people are forced to go through these things. We just want to be loved. It's nothing we need to question. But here it seems like you need to question this because you're seeking love in all the wrong places. I think that's another song for you. Love in all the wrong places. And that also makes you into this kind of person because you're trying to get love from people that maybe don't even have a heart. And are you giving love to the people that has a heart, that does approve of you and wants to hear from you? Or do you take those people for granted? Sometimes it can be like that, like the rat on the rope or the cheese. I don't know, but a cat on the mouse on the cheese on the rope. I don't know. Love in all the wrong places. But we can say it like this: if Steve is in love with Anne, and Anne is in love with Charles, Charles is in love with Mary, Mary is in love. Yeah, okay, so that's. And no one is like seeing the boy next door or the person that's in front of them, so they can have love right in front of them and not see it because they are seeking approval from someone that will never give it. Maybe a warrior here, or someone with a very cold heart that is just out to get your attention, but they actually don't need your heart. They will throw it over the shoulder when they're walking away from you. Okay, next card here. Fun. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is deception. I'm sorry, that was the Angel Answers Oracle that fell over the camera. Yeah, okay, so Seven of Swords. Can we get a clarification for all the sword crisis cards here? And yes, and peaceful resolution. Okay, so you are dealing with some kind of deceptive energy that doesn't want you to succeed. They never wanted you to succeed. They are not going to be happy if you are successful, and you kind of know that. So you want their love. You want to be able to feed their ego. So you can't take that much room. So you can't be successful. But it's going to be a peaceful resolution with all this. And I'm thinking it's going to come from you and your wisdom and your love, because you have your heart in the right place. And I'm reading through to Taurus, but most people that watch tarot readings are the people with a little bit more open heart space. So if you're cross-watching, this reading might be like reading it from your perspective. So remember that. Okay. And here we have an 8 of Wands. So love conquers all, huh? We have the 8 of Wands and the 6, the Lovers. So I think you have been keeping yourself a little bit in the background. You didn't want to make a fuss. You just wanted to support someone so that they would love you. However, they didn't. They just continue watching themselves in the mirror and love themselves. And this might have also mirrored itself in other areas of your life where you never could seem to be successful or never get the thing that you wanted. But here with the 8 of Wands and the Lovers, it says that if you're able to see this from an above perspective and also communicate what you see also to the person that is this super deceptive and doesn't, it doesn't want you to succeed, doesn't want you to catch them in the act, doesn't want you to exploit them. Here you're going to exploit them, but with love. So you're going to tell your sister that always competed with you for your parents' attention, you're going to say to her, I know it's important for you to always be in the center, but for right now, I just need all of your attention. I need to feel your love here. So can you please be here for me in this 1 hour, where I need to speak to you about these kind of things. So whatever. And it's not sure that they're going to understand or even like remotely work together with you, but you do. You continue on this journey. You continue holding this energy. You continue respecting yourself. You continue seeing the truth. You continue being out of love. Okay. So it doesn't really matter what they do. It matters what you do. So tough situation, because this is how sweet and fragile you are. You just want love and you just want to share love with these people. You have always wanted this, and they never ever want to give this to you. They want to keep you starving, no matter the cost. Okay, so there's great competition like coming to your castle door here, and that's why the 7 of Wands is so needed. Like you need to be like, I see the image of this French Revolution. There's a woman standing on the barricades. She's a little bit half naked, I think, and with dark hair. It's very classical painting. So that's you. Okay. Fighting for freedom, fighting for truth and justice and love for all. So don't give up on that. There's going to be a peaceful resolution. People are not going to go silently with you, though. So you're going to have to keep your aim straight and true and know what you know, so you don't become insane. Sometimes nice people just adapt to more vicious people's worldview. For example, say that you came to an agreement with a person. Let's say that it was about buying a certain property, and you have decided that this is going to be like this big a property. But when you finally get the papers that you're supposed to write under, you have gotten this much of a property, like much smaller, but for the same price. And many people that's like this, they will just silently accept that, okay, so for the better of all of us, I don't want a conflict. I'm going to agree with this agreement, even though it isn't what we said from the beginning. And out of peace and love, I will accept. And that lets this deception and this person that thinks that they can do their own rules and that they are ruling other people and that the normal rules doesn't apply onto them, they can continue with their deception because nice people turn the other cheek. So in this context, it's much more loving if you stop this bullshit right now, okay? That is much more loving. See, my computer agree with me. No, I'm just going to shut off the sound here. So if you don't agree with them, but actually say no, this was not what we agreed about. I wanted to buy this plot of land. It's from the trees here, the river there, and this and this and this, and I pay this amount. And if they are not agreeing with what you said from the beginning, there's no affair, okay? So you need to go from the place bitter and sad because you didn't get the dream land of yours. But if you let them get away with this, they will continue and continue and continue. But if no one let them get away with these kind of things, they will stop doing it because it's a waste of everyone's energy. And you realize even from the get-go that it's a waste of everyone's energy. So you kind of want to have a peaceful resolution immediately. But if you do, that is not the most loving thing to do, because you let them get away with deceptional behavior, and you're rewarding them for that because they are selling land to you to a much higher price than what you agreed on, and maybe which is the market value as well. So this is just an example, of course. It can be any situation. Someone promised to take cookies to the party, but in the last minute they say they can't, and you have to bake all the cookies or whatever. So you need to figure out where your moral value are, what you think, what you believe to be the right, and help everyone raise their vibration and not let people get away with deceptive behavior. Sometimes a person is very hurt and that's why they're acting like this. But if you pet them always the right way, they will never find their wound, and they will run around, smudging this wound onto others. If you let them face their wound and they take responsibility for how they feel, they will be able to solve this and heal. If you just make excuses for them because you are empathic, they are never going to heal. So it's a difference between what people need and what they want. They might want you to pet them the right way and give them benefits, okay? But they might not be exactly what they need. Yes, and 8 of Wands is very helpful there, saying the truth. You can be calm. The 8 of Wands is connected to the Strength card, so it's not particularly reactive. It's more like, well, I see you are doing this. It doesn't look good. I don't like it. Doesn't have to be, oh, you're such a stupid person. You're evil. You're deceptive. No name calling. Keep it, to fact-based communication. And here we have Sagittarius, Cancer there. Here we have Gemini and Sagittarius. And these two are the most the hooligans of the deck. These are the young warriors, just filled 22 years or so and out on the battlefield, thinking that they are the myth, the man, the legend, because people have told them that we need you to fight for our country. So they feel like they are the heroes, they are the Supermans, but really they put a lot of destruction over the world. And this is what you didn't want to take part of. So you refuse to be this champion here. But the Chariot tells me that you need to be the counterweight to this somewhat deceptive energy. Or if it's this, you need to decide for yourself. So instead of being lenient, you need to fight fire with fire. Put up the same forces. Here you have a strong force, you set the same strength force, and you battle this out. You don't just yield. And I don't mean starting the World War III. Just don't agree with the bully, okay? Don't just let the bully write the rules. Say no, okay? Next card is the 4 of Pentacles, so it's very nice fort. A very nice boundaries. It's rock solid. It's determined. It's not negotiable, okay? This is something we won't negotiate with. It's already set in stone. And it comes underneath 7 of Wands and 10 of Swords. So it's a fighting spirit that whenever you find yourself in a situation like this, 10 of Swords, someone's trying to bring you down, make you in a very bad mood, just by acting stupid or reckless or deceptive or trying to manipulate you or whatever. They are trying to bring you down here, and you just don't let it happen, okay? You just keep yourself calm and you just say what you see. No, this was not our agreement. This is what I see. This is what I need to tell you in this situation. And that's not going to work. So keep yourself calm, but also rock solid. And, you know, don't forget your fighting spirit there. And sometimes we need to have a lot of stamina over a long period of time. It's very uncomfortable for people like this to be in a quarrel. They just want to, you know, make everything all right again and swallow their resentment and, oh, I forgive you, because they want love and harmony. They remember heaven and they want heaven on earth, but you can't have it all by your power. Actually, other people need to learn this, what you already know, and they can't learn this if you are always lenient. Okay, and here we have a 9 of Pentacles, so that makes me relax. Okay, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. This is your safe haven. It's not comfortable, but it's what it is. This is you becoming allergic to giving everything to everyone and not getting anything in return. So you become allergic, that's a help. It's just like a button. So if, or it's too much fluid in the glass, so the drop that comes over the edge, it's like enough. So whenever people become too much for you, there will be a certain reaction that's connected with a strength that says no. It's just, you will just feel it inside of you. It's a big no. So you will say, no, I won't drive my car from this city to that city just to pick you up. You need to take the train, because that's how you feel. You just feel, you don't want to do it. And here you have the 4 of Swords. So that is you being able to kind of have a distance with a person that maybe you love to the moon and back here. They are your tribe. You want them to love you. We had the 3 of Swords underneath there. He has the 4 of Swords. So you just need to accept that, well, if you don't follow their bidding or do what they say, or, you know, being easy manipulated, they will be angry with you, and you will have to withstand that there's like this cold distance between you two, and that you can't call them and say, hey, what's up, because they're super mad at you because you didn't do the thing that you usually do, because they usually can manipulate you into doing those things, and now it didn't work, so now they don't want to talk to you. So passive aggressiveness is something you need to withstand, and being strong enough and in self-control enough to not immediately trying to call up and fix it and say, well, I can be the bigger person, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you to keep your promises, I understand that things can change. A 9 of Pentacles, you don't have to fear rejection, because you have everything you need inside of you. If you can find peace of mind, make a feng shui garden inside of you. If you can practice on being alone at home or in your room without crawling on the walls, or, you know, chewing like this so it's white foam around your mouth, you will create this beautiful inner space inside of you. Wherever you go, there you are. So the thing you need to clean up is your inside temple, your body. If you can be there in whatever storm that goes out on outside and be feeling good, like having balance, that's your home. So make a home for yourself where you can ride out any storm and have self-control enough to not give your last drop of blood away. Okay. Yes. And next card here is the 9 of Wands. So this will be tough. And the divine will say, yeah, I think they will call you tomorrow and apologize. So you just have to, you know, survive until tomorrow. And you say, oh, fine. So tomorrow they will call and apologize. And tomorrow comes and they don't call and apologize. And the divine said, well, next week they're going to call and apologize. I'm sure of it. They're going to call and apologize. Next week come, they don't call and apologize. And the divine says, well, this might take a little bit more time. So I'm sure next month they will they will come back and they will apologize. I see this. So you think, okay, more month. What does 1 more month do? It had already gone such a long time. I'm starting to get used to this. So when then next month come, they didn't call. The divine says, well, next year, just swim a little bit longer. Just keep a little bit longer patient. And when a year has gone by or a couple of years has gone by, you will realize how strong you are now and how you could take yourself through these challenges without being broken. You're still standing. I'm still standing. Yeah, something. Okay. I'm still standing. So, and a lifetime went by. You are in your 60s. Your mother never apologized, and you're still standing. Okay. So sometimes we want love from all the wrong places, and the divine knows that this is not the right way for us, and we actually need to find love inside ourselves. This is 9-9, so it's pointing to the hermit, being able to get to know yourself and make like an inside home. A hermit can meditate on a mountaintop for 40 years. And thereby finding themselves, remember all their past life, remember who they were before they came, also knowing what the life mission is to spread this beautiful vibration on earth, and by all this spiritual work that they do, they get a sense of like belonging, or there's a stoic energy that's coming in here where we are able to accept whatever happens. When we become this wise, we know that there's certain things we can't control. For example, we can't make these people love us or behave in a way that would be morally acceptable. The only way for us to make people change is to show what we can tolerate and what we can't tolerate. People will know when there's no use in trying to persuade you doing something. And you can have different areas. There can be some areas where, for example, your children knows it's a no-no. There's no need to go and talk with daddy or mother about that. It's better to go to this person because he's never going to yield, okay? And they know, but they know in other areas that they can trick you. So it's the same with everyone, that you have things where you're immediately saying no, and other situation where you are just like, so easygoing and just you just want to give love. So you just need to find out where you want your boundaries to be and set them there. So that's the only thing. And then also, be able to withstand when you are telling the truth and other people still don't listen. Okay, so you need to be able to have a little bit self-control and not immediately cave in and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I should never have asked for anything for myself. And here we have the 2 of Wands. So again, self-control. The divine is being very strict with this. You need to have self-control. Don't waste time with people that's never going to give you what you want. This is also going to mirror in your everyday life, that you're giving stuff to people that, what's this? No, I don't want to buy that car. I'm going to go to this other dealer, because they feel that you are a pushover or a person that they can ignore. You don't take yourself seriously, so no one else will. So, my dear Taurus, I think the divine is on your side here, and want you to really start to speak your own truth. You are being the bigger person because you were able to, because you have already experienced paradise, and you just want to recreate it, and you wonder, why doesn't these other people join me with this? Why do they have to have these petty things with me all the time? Why can't we just be a big group and hug? And they need you to teach them, because they don't know anything about this paradise you're talking about. They just know how to fight their way forward with the claws and teeth and everything. And you need to show them that it's not going to pay off. Only nice, good behavior, cooperation, putting in their energy as much as you do. Only those things will pay off, not notice other unjust things. So you need to give justice to yourself in this situation. Okay, so I'm going to take cards for you from the Chakra Insight Oracle. Well, I actually don't have to shuffle because this card, it glows and I feel its vibration. So this is the card for you. That was quick. 30, expression. And it's also got 3, you know, Empress, the World card, the Hangman, the feminine aspect, Mother Nature. So align with Mother Nature. She needs to whoop our ass right now because we have been mistreating her. And you probably need to whoop some ass too. So you can go hand in hand with Mother Nature. As you move in the direction of your heart's calling, you will align with the universe, allowing your highest path to unfold before you. Sand hills stretch deep into the mist. There is no telling how far the tortoise has come or how far he must still go. See, this is uncanny. It's like giving me shivers. This was just what I said. And I have never seen this card before. So it's a very new deck for me. Guided by an ancient knowing and a deep sense of inner direction, he moves with steady determination. And the turtle, I usually call also the Knight of Pentacles, which is Taurus, the turtle, because he's so slow but determined. He does not waste energy looking backward, nor does he stretch his mind too far into the future. He is simply profoundly committed to each step before him as he forges a path forward. He knows he will arrive exactly where he needs to be at just the right time. And this is willpower. This card is about the expression and communication of our will. It's about, we have there also the wands, it's 2 Tibetan torches, power symbols, being crossed, super strong, okay? It's about voicing our opinions and feelings comfortable to state who we are with pride. It is about being able to assert your will so that you have self-control and are able to maintain personal boundaries and choices. I think there's an issue with pride. You resent being prideful, so therefore you have a problem with people being prideful, and also a problem with you being asked to be less prideful or ask for less than other people. So there's some kind of blockage there for you. You're not allowed to feel proud, but you are, so start to be proud over yourself. Self-control. Yes, if we have a strong will, we are able to move beyond resistance, beyond doubts, opinions, and judgment of others and ourselves. This card is an invitation to ignite your personal willpower in alignment with what is most important to you through the simple steps you take in the world each day. The food you eat or choose not to eat, your spiritual practice, fitness regime, and work you engage in. It is one thing to set a goal for health, love, financial, or creative success. It's another thing to follow through with empowered, willful action. 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands there. Willful action. Yes, there. It is time now to move steadily in the direction of that which you feel most called to do. This card encourages you to acknowledge who you are and to practice living in alignment with this. To speak up, communicate, and fully express your truth. When we are strong-willed, we are not forceful. Instead, we are simply secure in who we are and what we are doing. We do not need to control or dominate others, nor do we allow ourselves to be pulled off course or knocked off balance. When our will is engaged, there is a quite humble strength in our words and actions. Our unique path unfolds before us as our true will and that of the universe align. A strong will allows our truth to clearly shine. Okay, beautiful. I probably could read this card for you as well. It's the key in the throat chakra. So truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. So just that. Here we have the Oracle of the Dragon Fae, and I will take a card also for you there. So, for my dear Taurus, the Elder, heed wise counsel. It's number 30, of course. So, 30 will and 30 the Elder. Yeah, there it is. People expect all those who are your guides and teachers to come in forms that are soft and sweet. I am neither, and I am stern and serious, because you are in danger of forgetting that which has been taught to you due to distraction. I ask of you now whether you have the commitment to carry through with the task you have decided you wish to complete, because the words yes and I will are simple. So will again. Will. Okay. But to teach is to impart priceless wisdom, and for others to ignore the lessons simply means this entire planet is being held back. Forgive me, for I become impatient at the pains you have put yourself through, and I see that again there is a possibility of going over old ground. You must understand you have already learned so much. What we wish for you to do now is to have the courage to live from the wisdom you have gained, rather than fear which ensures you overlook all that which you have learned. So you need to be yourself truly. You know what I said, that you are so impatient with these people not understanding what you want, like you want love and harmony. The divine is equally, impatient with you for not showing your true self to the world so other people can follow your example. You must understand you have already learned so much. What we wish for you to do now is to have the courage to live from the wisdom you have gained, rather than the fear which ensures you overlook all that which you have learned. I have been with you before, and you and I have already learned a great deal together. And let me say this, if you choose to behave as though nothing of the wisdom of her has been given to you, and you behave as though you are deaf and blind and have no senses, you will again feel pain that is simply not necessary. So now choose to follow guidance and learn the lesson you have already worked with. And when you have learned it for the last time, teach it yourself to others by demonstrating the qualities you wish to see in the world, by applying action and discipline to your dreams. I will also be relieved, because I will no longer have to bring the lesson to your attention again and again, time after time, and my patience will no longer be tested. Together we can teach the new ones. They need you to live from your wisdom more than you think. Know too that no matter how much you feel you have already learned, and how wise you may believe you already are, that you still have a great deal more to learn. In this new school you will be entering, you will be an apprentice once again, surrounded by others who are just as eager, wide-eyed, and sure of themselves too at times. So you will both be the teacher, the teaching, and the one being taught. So it's time to take a little bit more responsibility and to, show the world who you are. They need the true you, not the fake version of you that tries to pet people in the right direction so they won't get mad with you. I think Leo got this also. They were also ready to become these teachers, as are you. I think that the only thing that's holding you back is the sense that you are not allowed. But you are allowed. Okay, this is your life mission. So stop with the procrastinating, stop holding back, tell your truth as it is. And also with this wisdom and patience, you don't have to be forceful, just stubborn. Okay. So my dear Taurus, I hope this helps. I want you to take really good care, and I also want to welcome you back to my July reading. I will perform in the middle of June. I will also come with this pick a card reading probably in the beginning of June. So until then, practice on speaking your truth and take real good care. Okay, bye-bye.